Do you got an AI script at all? Or? No? Okay. The team wings is rolling. Record 4-8, right? 4-8.
Yeah, we're 4-8. The standings are on here. 4-8. 8 games back.
Huh?
We're 8 games out because Capital's undefeated.
I can't hear.
He can't hear me. He can't hear me.
Real well, real well.
Like you can, but like it's slow. Slow. I just see the nod. How about now, Tim? Can you hear me now?
It's not in the left ear. Go
Not
ahead.
in the left ear. I've got stuff in my left ear. I have nothing in my right ear. So it's not. Okay, what do we have? Now I got nothing. Oh, I'm gonna win something.
This is starting to become a shoddy operation.
I got my audio back. How about you, Tim? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, there we go. You need me to yell.
I need you to yell.
All right, Tim, I'm here. I have no medium. I either have to go all the way to 11 or keep it at 5. Or I can go
2. This is a great team that came out here today. But we try to build the competition. Let's do it, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, Chanel Millinghouse. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we tip things off tonight, we'd like to take a moment to recognize someone making a meaningful impact right here in the Frederick community. Through the Flying Cows Community MVP program, sponsored by Woodsboro Bank, we celebrate individuals who go above and beyond to serve and inspire others. Tonight's Flying Cows Community MVP is Leah Coates. Leah is a dedicated art teacher with over 8 years in the classroom and a Teacher of the Year nominee here in Frederick County. Her leadership helps support and guide her entire building to be a better place. And the relationship she builds with her students is truly inspiring. She not only encourages students and staff to be better people, but she inspires young learners to discover a genuine love and joy for arts. Leah also gives back to her profession by serving as a mentor to novice art teachers, helping shape the next generation of educators.
Her passion, dedication, and heart for people truly embody what it means to be a community MVP. By your applause, please join us in congratulating Leah Coates, tonight's Flying Cows Community MVP. And now, ladies and gentlemen, on this superhero night, at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Here to perform her rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, please welcome Diva Lentz.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red gleam, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet waves o'er the land and all the free and the whole
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patriotism. Thank you for standing up for America. Let's hear it once again for Diva Lentz. And now, ladies and gentlemen, this time we would like to introduce our three officials for tonight's game. Tonight, we are joined by Trent Christensen, J.D. Franklin, and Mia Boyd. Gentlemen and lady, we welcome you to Woodsboro Bank Arena, and we thank you for your support of the 9450 League and our Frederick, Maryland community. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's meet the starting lineup for our visitors, the Jersey Shore Breaks, proudly presented by Yellow Springs Dental. A 6'9" forward, number 1, Charles Funches. A 6'8" forward, number 2, Jakai Simmons. A 6'3" guard, number 5, Chris Smith. A 6'10" center, number 11, Alex Liba. And a 5'9" guard, number 12, Justin Robinson. The head coach of the Jersey Shore Breaks is Randy Holmes. And now, the starting lineup for your Frederick Flying Cows. Leading us off, tonight's junior flyer of the game, give it up for Grayson Summer. A 5'10" guard from Clarksburg, Maryland, number 2, Armani Moore. 6'7" forward from Hula, Louisiana, number 7, Quentin Scott. A 6'2" guard from Brooklyn, New York, number 11, Shadell Billingham. A 6'8" forward from Laurel, Maryland, number 13, A.J. Wilson. And a 6'10" forward from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 32, Mekhi Grant. The head coach of the Flying Cows is Dan Prince. The assistant coaches are Aaron Graves, Sam Nunez, and Vinny Timmons. Alrighty, Flying Cows Nation, this is it. This is the moment you have been waiting for. This is the game you have been waiting for. It's Friday night, and basketball is back in the barn. We are playing today on Jersey Shore. And you know what?
Good evening and welcome to Woodsboro Bank Arena here on the campus of Hood College in Frederick, Maryland. 94-50 Basketball League action. The Frederick Flying Cows hosting the Jersey Shore Breaks. The Cows, excuse me. I've been at the Frederick Keys, our other team in town all week, and I'm forgetting where I am. What building am I in, Tim? Recently snapped a losing streak against Virginia Valley, but then last weekend Virginia Valley got payback. So the Cows have lost 6 out of 7, but they're still one game ahead of Jersey Shore, 4-8 for Frederick and 3-8 for Jersey Shore.
Yeah, well, here we are at the halfway point in the season, Jeff, and you know, for the Cows, I think what you got to be wishing for is just some kind of consistency going forward. You know, they've kind of had some games where they played well, but they just have not played solid 48 minutes of basketball. Last week, they got the Vipers into overtime. In the first game, I think the Cows have had to play with the Elam ending. But they lost to the Vipers after they had beat them the previous week. So, you know, just a lot of time left in the season, but the Cows got to just kind of break out of this slump they're in.
As we get underway, I want to thank tonight's game sponsor. We want everybody to recognize Fourth Dimension Fun Center. Big news, Fourth Dimension summer bowling memberships are now available, giving you 2 games of bowling every weekend all summer long. It's the perfect way to keep the fun going all season. They're proud to support the Flying Cows and this great community. Grab your membership at Fourth Dimension Fun Center. Quick 4 points, but an answer from Mekhi Grant.
Well, the game started here with a short jump shot from number 11, Alex Liba. And then a turnover by the Cows led to a slam dunk. And then just that play there, Mekhi Grant with the slam dunk off the set play off the first possession.
Chris Smith came up short there at the other end. Quentin Scott for 3. Just like that, 5-4 after, as we mentioned, the 2 quick buckets for Jersey Shore. Frederick answers right back to take the lead.
Frederick in a little delay break there and caught Quentin Scott. A lot of contact there, no call.
Alani Moore into the front court. Leaves it for Mekhi. 12 to shoot, halfway through the shot clock. Cavs with the 1-point lead. Pick and roll. A.J. Wilson, skip pass. Alani Moore for 3.
Nice find by A.J. Wilson with the skip pass cross court. Alani Moore set up in that corner and drains the 3 ball.
Turnaround jump hook there by number 11, Alex Leba.
So looking at the Jersey Shore game plan, it looks like a lot Alex Liba early in the game.
Mekhi Grant off the mark. Rebounded by the Breaks. They're looking to run. Liba gets fouled.
Nice job by Liba to run the floor. They find him. Little Euro step action to get off the left-handed shot there, and then he was fouled. Looked like that was Makai Grant.
It was Makai. That's his first foul of the game. Cows lead right now 8-4. Liba looking to cut into that.
And this is our first look at the Jersey Shore breaks this season. Am I correct, Jeff?
You are correct, Tim. That's the only team that Frederick had not played so far. And Liba, Tim, a little bit of an unusual college career. Started out at Division III Penn State Harrisburg, then transferred to Pepperdine. And he was a member of the Waves.
Spent a little time in the Canadian League, it looks like.
Alani Moore can't get the roll. Chris Smith, the former Nick, brother of JR, brings it up. A pump. Liba. The runner no good. Ball saved. He gets it back. 3 ball from the corner. Tim, I'm telling you, we got to invent a monitor to hang on a coach's back. We got to do it. Elbow jumper there by A.J. Wilson. We sound confused when Jersey Shore's on offense. Justin Robinson with that one. Rebounded by the Cows. Here comes Chanel.
Both teams looking to get the ball up and down the court. Nice hustle there by Jersey Shore's number 2, Jakai Simmons.
Jakai Simmons.
With the block.
The visiting coach often is standing in front of us. Nobody in front of Chanel on that one. He knocks down a 3. It's 11-9.
Good inbound play there by the Cows. Quick reversal there to Shadell, and he had a lot of time to shoot that. Drains it.
Simmons got a screen. He'll pull up from 3. Well off the mark, out of bounds. Team rebound to the Cows.
Yeah, Simmons drained that first 3 ball, but that second one, good bit short.
36% shooter on the season from behind the arc. Wilson over to Shadell Millinghouse. Out to the corner. Makai lets it fly. No good, but second chance from A.J. Wilson.
Nice pass by Shadell Millinghouse to set up that 3 and get the long rebound. And Makai with the travel.
Never leave your feet without a plan, right, Coach?
Well, you have to give the credit to the defensive player, too, because they met up there. He could have just as easily called a jump ball there.
Justin Robinson finds his way into the paint. Off the mark. Rebound. Quentin Scott. His first game back from an injury was last weekend against Virginia Valley, his old team. Shadell knocks down another one.
So A.J. Wilson finds Shadell over in that corner, and Shadell looking good beyond the arc so far.
He's had over 20 in every game since he joined Frederick, and what a shot. Chris Smith.
Yeah, tough job by Smith, and he just kind of had to fade a little bit as A.J. Wilson came out to contest it, and looked like Wilson kind of caught him on the way down. But nice shot by Smith there.
Mustafa Traore checks in. Smith with the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. 77% from the line. That free throw knocked down. Three-point play. Moore looking to push. Shadell puts it on the floor. Has it stripped from behind momentarily. Wilson with the tough finish.
Shadell with a nice play, delivered it to A.J. Wilson, and A.J. nice pump fake. Get the guy in the air and a strong finish.
6:41 left in the first. 16-13. Cows lead by 3.
Got a little mismatch here. Nice
Simmons
job
with
by
the reverse.
Simmons with the reverse layup. He had a smaller Shadell Millinghouse guard him in the low post. Turn and face. Turnover by the Cows.
Passed it to the DJ. We do have immediate timeout. We're going to take it with the teams. 16-15, Cows in front.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
Welcome back to Woodsboro Bank Arena. The Frederick Flying Cows 16, Jersey Shore breaks 14. First period of 94-50 basketball action. And Tim, one thing, looking at some stats during the timeout, 3 quick turnovers already for Frederick. That's been a bugaboo for them early.
Right, Jeff. We're looking at the same thing because when I looked at those team stats, as you mentioned, that stuck out to me. Jersey Shore has not committed any yet, but, the turnovers that they had luckily haven't, they weren't kind of live ball turnovers, but, overall, Frederick just has to do a much better job of taking care of the ball. That's been one of the big Achilles heels to the team this season, leading to this 4-8 record.
That's for sure. And on cue, fortunately for the Cows, Jersey Shore commits their first turnover of the game. Junior Saintel, who just checked in. Ron Scott also just checked in. That one off the mark. Rebounded by Josh Treadwell. 3 ball. Chris Smith knocks it down.
Smith says he's a 22% three-point shooter, but he's been knocked down his first 2 today. Nice job by Mustafa with that turnaround jump shot. That's kind of his pet move.
They get it down on the blocks to Liba, and a kick out to Smith. That one short. Ron Scott brings it up for Frederick. Quentin Scott, step back, lets it fly. No good. Treadwell. against Shadell.
Poor transition defense there. I mean, he wasn't even moving that hard and just took his time and got all the way to the rim. Mustafa with the beautiful pivot and jump hook.
Loose ball there. Quentin Scott picks it up. A little shake and bake on that drive. No good. Liba. Now Treadwell. Working against Ron Scott. Lets it fly. No good. Rebounded by Treor. And at the other end, we've got Scott directing traffic. That's Q. He spins baseline. What a pretty move, but couldn't get the finish.
Yeah, Scott has been aggressive, but he's come up empty 3 possessions in a row. And nice. Once again, the break is kind of scoring in like early offense. I mean, they're not beating you to the rim for a layup, but, they're able to almost another turnover then. It was a turnover for the Cows right there.
St. Tel read that pass all the way, got a hand on it, managed to deflect it off one of the Cows, and it will be Jersey Shore basketball.
But what I was saying earlier is about they're coming down, it's kind of a delayed break where they're able to find the shooters after going inside pretty early in the shot clock, but it's been effective so far.
Well, we have a debut in progress. Amir Harris. He's been out most of the year, the Frederick native, who played at George Washington, making his first appearance for the Cows. I know Coach Preet thinks very highly of him. Nice move there by junior St. Tel for 2 for the Breaks.
Yeah, once again, just too easy defensively.
Nothing doing on that possession for Frederick. Here comes Jersey Shore. It's Funchess. Kick out, St. Tel. No good. Gets his own. Excuse me, the rebound was Funchess, and he got it back to St. Tel. And St. Tel finishes 26-20 is your score.
And that's part of that up-tempo play there, Jeff. They get a good shot early in the clock, get an offensive rebound, and then on that offensive rebound, one pass, they get a layup.
Well, 30-second timeout on the floor. And, Tim, do you want to talk a little bit more about Barnyard Banter?
Oh, Jeff, by the way, we just had a new episode come on today on Spotify. And last week I had a really, really good conversation with the head coach of the Baltimore Rhythm, Coach Samir St. Clair, and we had a nice discussion talking about his journey. He has an extensive experience coaching overseas, especially in the Middle East. He's been a player development guy, coached at all levels. He's coached at the high school, pro, college level, D1, D2. A very interesting guy to talk to. So we really had a nice chat last week, and that just hit the wire today. So hopefully people will turn in and listen to it. Cal's got to get it on their website.
Zion Smith, pull up, no good. Offensive rebound by Mustafa. They swing it around a little bit and into the paint. Zion, it's good.
Nice move by Zion Smith. Able to force the closeouts out, and that's something in his game that I'm really glad to see out of him. First few games of the year, pretty much a three-point shooter, and then he's started to break out that dribble penetration game.
Step back. Bounces over the backboard. I believe that's number 13, James Standback. But back to Barnyard Banter. If you want to check it out, Spotify, anywhere pretty much you get your podcasts, you should be able to find Barnyard Banter. And if you're also a fan of farming, there's a 4-H, I think, podcast called Barnyard Banter. You can just box them together, listen to some basketball and some farming.
Yeah, we could combine the two. Why not?
DeAndre Johnson knocks that one down. I did listen to a decent part of that conversation the other day. Unfortunately, I arrived at work before it was done. I got to finish that episode, Tim.
Say that again. What episode was that?
Your conversation with the Baltimore coach. Chanel pulls the trigger. No good.
Oh, so you heard it. I just thought it came out. I don't know how long it's been up. So
I think it was up yesterday when I was going to and from lunch. Amir. He gets fouled.
Good to see Amir Harris out there on the floor. It's been a long journey for that young man, getting back into shape and overcoming some injuries. Actually, I think stemming from his college days.
Yeah, he missed an entire season and good bits of other seasons with injury when I was researching him today.
So it's good to see him get out here on the court, and hopefully he can put those injuries behind him. Another turnover by the Cows there.
And Ja'Kai Simmons ends up with it, but Alani Moore, I think he thought somebody was going to cut, and they didn't, and just sort of threw it right to him. Treadwell pulls up, long two, no good. Rebound to Amir Harris. Zion lets it fly. It's good.
Not assist by Amir there. Once again, the Cows in a little bit of delay break action, and when you have Zion Smith spotting up, that's a pretty good bet that's going to be a good shot.
49% three-point shooter.
Oh!
Now he picks up a steal. There's 9 seconds left. Lets it fly. No good. Alani Moore back to him. DeAndre Johnson, he'll pull the trigger. Woo. He knocks it down at the buzzer.
Give credit for Johnson to knock down the pass, but give Zion Smith and Alani Moore a lot of credit for heads-up plays there. Alani had the presence of mind to save the ball backwards, and then Zion didn't rush, had the ball with about 3 seconds left and took his time and delivered to A.J. Wilson. Big play there by the Cows.
Yeah, great time awareness there by Zion after he got the ball saved to him by Moore to find DeAndre Johnson. And DeAndre didn't rush it either. He caught it and knew he had a half a beat there to collect himself and let that one fly. And it's a 5-point lead at the end of the first. We'll take one more look at it, then we'll be back with the second period.
And what was all set up, Jeff, was with a beautiful steal by Zion.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
We're about ready for the second period here at Woodsboro Bank Arena. 5-point lead after that exciting finish to the first. 31-26, Cows on top.
Well, Coach Preet went to the bench there and found a good combination with putting Zion Smith into the game, and Zion able to make some big plays on the offensive and defensive end. Got the Cows back up to like a 5-point lead.
Moore drops it for Mustafa, who drops it in.
Nice job, Alani, on the dribble penetration. Force Mustafa's got to help just a little bit, leaving Mustafa open, and Mustafa off to a great start.
Robinson lobs that one into the paint, a turnaround jump hook by Junior Saintel. Glass cleared by Frederick. Moore, Zion. He's got a screen from DeAndre. Pick and pop. Baseline, kick out. Zion, no good.
Great ball movement by the Cows there, and Amir there with a nice pass, but unfortunately ain't been able to make the three, but good ball movement.
Simmons, a couple of more passes, and then Liba off the mark.
Another liability for the Cows this year, Jeff, is they lack aggressiveness on the board, especially the defensive end. Other teams get a lot of second shot against us.
Another three there by DeAndre.
And I think that was Mustafa with the delivery there, right? Out of the low post. Now that's a good job by Mustafa stepping up on that screen.
Liba wanted the lob, and another good job there by Mustafa to cut it off.
Nice hands.
Liba loses that one. Couple of subs into the game. Quentin Scott, Makai Grant.
So good rotation between those two, Mustafa and Amir. A lot of activity, and Amir, good couple minutes for his first look at action this year.
Robinson, shot clock winding down. He shoots one from way out.
Yeah, from the parking lot. Two-time MAAHC Player of the Year.
Lou Henson Award winner for the mid-major.
Oh!
Dunked there by DeAndre Johnson.
And a great little pick and roll action there, and Alani able to find Johnson. Johnson up to, I believe he got 8 points already.
He's got 11.
11, excuse me.
Liba off the mark there. Quentin Scott's going to bring it up for Frederick. Alani directing traffic. Calls for the screen from DeAndre Johnson. And Moore hesitates. Got Robinson to think he was going to kick it out.
Breakdown by the Jersey Shore defense right there. Alani Moore come off a screen, and then the Red Sea parted, and he had a wide open lane to the basket.
Well, that's going to force Coach Holmes to call a timeout, and we're going to take it with the teams. We'll be back. Actually, let's stay here. I think it's the balcony shot here, Tim. There was a make recently.
So well, let's say we've had 6 home games, let's say, out of the 12 maybe. I don't know. So we're 0 for 6 this year, and we're 0 for...
Yeah, somebody made one.
Wait a minute, 0 for 10. We didn't have anybody make
There was a make. There was a make.
Did we have a make?
We did.
When was that? I missed that. That
I think
must
it
have
was
been
the
the Virginia
last game. I think it was the last one, yeah.
Okay, it must have been.
Because I'd kicked it to commercial, and we had the make, so we missed it. So that's why when I noticed it, I was like, we got to stay here for this, just in case. Let's see, we got one more. Off the side of the backboard. Had about the right distance, but off the side of the backboard, no good. Do we have any more? Nope, it's just the cowbells dropping prizes from the balcony down into the crowd.
And here comes the money.
Some cold hard cash. I know we talk about it, Tim. We got to get over on that side to do a game so we can catch some cash.
Yeah, we need to get over there. Jeff had I find myself, I got to lecture these head coaches now coming into the barn. They're standing right in my view.
They make a better door than a window.
Do they know the people tune in to listen to me, not watch the game?
Spider-Man and Venom, maybe we could get them to help out if we need to. They're in the house, and I think, is that Ghost? I forget that's from, it was a villain, I think, in one of the Ant-Man movies, maybe. I'm not sure. I could be totally wrong. We got Charles Funches. So some stats early on here. 8 out of 16 from three-point range for the Cows, Tim. 50%. They've been lighting it up from out there, and just 4 out of 12 for Jersey Shore. That's been a big part of this run here, where now the Cows have their biggest lead of the game, 41-29. And after 3 quick turnovers, since then it's 3-2. 3 turnovers for Jersey Shore and just 2 more for Frederick. That's helped them cut into the lead. And I think we have a glitch in the live stats because it says, very interestingly, that off of turnovers, Frederick has scored a negative 12 points. I don't think they can score negative points. So that must just be a glitch in the software. Turnaround jump hook there by number 11, Liba, off the mark. Frederick with the rebound. DeAndre is going to do it himself.
Yeah, Smith found Liba there, but he wasn't able to make it, but it was a good pass and good look. Cows almost turned it over there.
Only 3 free throws so far for the 2 teams. All of those for Jersey Shore. Frederick, almost 16 minutes into this one, has not been to the free throw line, but they're shooting a lot of threes. Lob, Mackay, pump, hook, good.
One thing early in this game is the Flying Cows execution out of bounds plays underneath. And we just had a technical foul. That'll go on number 1, Charles Funches. And after that basket, he threw the ball at the referee with a little bit of too much oomph on it.
A little bit of gusto. Moore knocks down the technical free throw. So Jersey Shore now to inbound. Down 14.
It doesn't help your cause when you get a technical foul being down double digits. I don't care what point in the game that happens.
Robinson circles his way through the defense, gives it up to Smith against Quentin Scott. Has the screen from Liba. Smith gets it back, lets it fly with 3 on the shot clock. It was a wild shot, but he had no choice.
Yeah,
Quentin Scott up ahead, throws it down.
Smith was hoping for a foul there, but he didn't get it, and then able to leak out to Hugh Scott, and he bangs it home for 2.
Lob down to the blocks.
Good defense there by Lonnie Moore sneaking in. Stripped that ball away from the post player there. Hugh Scott got a mismatch.
Nice turnaround jump hook, Quentin Scott.
They call that mouse in the house.
Tim, I think Jersey Shore led 26-25, and if that's correct, it's 22-3 this run for Frederick. Robinson knocks down a pull-up from the free throw line.
Yeah, too easy there. Robinson just coaxed it into the foul line area and knocked it down, Jeff.
Moore. Just Moore with more points for Frederick. Another 3, their 9th of the game.
Yeah, 9 points by Alani here. Off to a great start.
And then a turnover there. It looked like Robinson tried to get a little fancy and go behind his back. Well, we have a timeout on the floor. It's the under 7 media timeout. We'll pause just for a split second until we see if we want to watch this contest or not. Keep Noah on his toes. Do you want to stay here for the goggles?
So far, Jeff, I like watching the Cows play. They've been playing with a little bit more consistency overall on the offensive end. You know, they started out with those 3 turnovers, but it looks like they've settled in, and they're doing a pretty good job sharing the basketball. And then down here on the defensive end, very active hands, doing a pretty good job of getting one miss and rebounding the ball and looking to push.
Well, you touched early on about when Jersey Shore could get it going quick, they were scoring, and Frederick's done a great job slowing that down. Jersey Shore down now to 12 of 32 shooting. That's 38%. And the Cows, Tim, 20 of 34. That's 59%. Frederick also with a 21-13 edge on the glass, including 4-3 on the offensive end. So that just goes more to your point of Frederick not letting Jersey Shore get those second chances. And already 15 assists for the Cavs.
Yes, they just look really good. And, you know, when you get on a losing streak like that, and the Cows have been fortunate in the fact that their games have been kind of spread out. So maybe as they practice and, you know, move toward the second half of the season, you know, the guys will start being able to figure out their roles, and they're going to need some games, hopefully, like this. And we're certainly a long way from being over. But what I'm saying is they got to play with this kind of consistency throughout the whole game. And when they get the chance to put a team away, they got to capitalize on it.
Yeah, they finally got a little bit of a respite. Early on, they were always the team with the most games played. They were the team playing twice a week, every single week, and they hadn't had one where they only played one or a couple where they only played one, and it started to level out now, which means they've had a little bit of a break here and there. And like you said, they can get in there, they can practice as they've added all these new guys. They now get a chance to work them in and figure out when it's not live what works together, who plays good together.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jeff. I mean, we just saw it early in the half. Zion Smith came in, and him and Amir Harris gave the team a little bit of a lift. Excuse me, and you know, it's just trying to find that combination that plays the best together. And like any when playoffs come, the bench always gets shorter, and so. You know, but they got a little bit of time to figure all that out. But once again, I just go back to that consistency.
DeAndre Johnson stays on fire. He's 5 for 5 shooting with 4 threes. 14 points. Looking to answer. Simmons off the mark. Shadell gets the rebound. Up ahead to Alani Moore. Alani can't save it. That lob pass from Shadell just a little too far, although Alani's pointing at himself that he thinks that's his fault.
And one thing I see from the Cows so far is I'm watching their bigs, and they're doing a really nice job of stepping out and helping on screening, as you just saw right there. You know, doing a little bit out of it, left, you know, a little bit of trap, mixing it up a little bit. And that's something that they miss when Tavares Sledge left. Because you and I watched him play so much. He was such a great defensive player. I don't think people knew how good he was on the defensive end. And it wasn't much of the shot blocking. It was his knowing when to help and helping on screens and how to handle different situations. And that takes a lot of coordination when you inherit a new team like Coach Breed has.
First free throw there for Liba spins out. He's a 58% free throw shooter. He's got one more. 53-31 is your lead right now for Frederick. Back iron to Makai Grant, Shadell Millinghouse. He's being guarded right now by number 10, Jamie Calloway, who just checked in. Quentin Scott. We're going to get into the paint. Fade away from the free throw line. No good. Makai, second chance. Spins every direction, fades away, no good. DeAndre loses control of the rebound. Shadell, I think, got blocked twice.
Yeah, great intensity there with the Cows on that offensive glass. They really battled to get that possession. Millinghouse throws up a crazy shot, but once again, there's the Cows on the offensive glass.
They will not be denied probably 5-6 offensive rebounds. Simmons in the paint, jump hook there. Liba, no good. Rebound, Shadell Millinghouse.
And a good contest by the Cows inside.
Quentin crosses over, cuts back across, no good on that layup. Ball up ahead to Robinson. He saves it down low, Liba.
Poor transition defense that time by the Cows there. Wide open layup.
A lot of subs at the table for both teams with the next dead ball. Turnover. Seintel. Flush.
2 turnovers around. See, that's what I'm talking about right now, Jeff. That kind of, just those 2 turnovers there, just like a sign of that consistency. And it's, that's a little thing, but it's a big thing. They got to.
Makai Grant. Another offensive rebound there. Makai throws it down. Shot at the other end, no good. Loose ball rebound. Breaks get a second chance, and they'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be a foul on Millinghouse. That's his first. It's been a pretty clean game foul-wise for both teams. Nobody in foul trouble. Simmons, 79% at the line. Harris back in, Traore and Wilson.
So once again, rapid substitutions Coach Preet's employing. And he's kind of done that all season, right, Jeff? He's kind of rotated the whole bench practically in and out of the game. And I guess that's trying to, find the combination, but also wear the other team out. But as I mentioned, I think that's something when you get closer to playoff time, you're going to have to know who's going to do what and being able to depend on them. And that bench should be shortened by that time.
Frederick at times this year, Tim, has had problems on the offensive glass, giving up offensive rebounds. Tonight, it is the other way around. Another one. I think they have now 10 offensive rebounds already.
That's on Callaway there, right?
That is Callaway. And coming into the game, Funchess back in, and number 13, Standback. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them, and we'll be back.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
Hi, I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
And we're back at Woodsboro Bank Arena here in Frederick, Maryland. It's been all Cows since the opening minutes. 59-37 they lead.
And during that timeout there, we were off the air, and Justin Robinson, right at the bench for the breaks, he was delivering a stern message to his guys.
And it looks like it worked, at least on that possession there, Tim.
Yeah, forced a turnover, and then Justin himself, a nice layoff to streaking Charles Funches, who filled the lane well, and he's able to make the basket, have a chance for a traditional three-point play.
75% from the free throw line.
And we just know, in basketball nowadays, we know that with that three-point shooting and the shot clock, that in the first half, a 20-point lead is certainly something that you can make up.
Wilson, baseline, has it tipped out of bounds. Into the game now is Treadwell for Jersey Shore.
So out of that timeout, like a little bit of a renewed energy on the defensive end for Jersey Shore. So, critical part of the game, 2:45 left. Let's see if the Cows can kind of answer.
Millinghouse loses that one. It goes out of bounds off of him.
So a couple possessions to start the, after that timeout. And Cows haven't scored, I don't believe, yet, have they?
Not out of the timeout, they have not. Treadwell working against Harris. Bangs down low.
And right there you see the kind of defensive player Harris is. And that is what I understand to be his contribution to this team. He will make them much better. And you can see, he's able to guard a big inside with his athleticism and strength. But, he's got enough size to cover a smaller, quicker player as well.
Stand back. Draws the foul there. That'll give a chance for Garrison Linton to check into the game. And Linton, Tim, he's fallen a little bit victim to what you were talking about before, where rotations start to get a little shorter. And the rookie out of right here at Hood College has seen his minutes at times shrink as the season has gone on.
But, Jeff, the games I've watched, and that doesn't mean he hasn't played well, in my opinion. I have not seen him really hurt the team when he's been in the game. It's a big adjustment to the professional game, but I think he's handled himself quite well. It's a first time playing with this level of athlete.
Here he comes on the break. Cross court. Shit out. Money.
Now that's a pretty good play, isn't it?
Oh, it sure is. Yeah, he hasn't played bad. It's just there's more experienced guys
Right.
in front of him.
But it's a solid fundamental play. He comes down the court, swings the ball to the right guy.
Callaway goes left and right. Had a screen. Pull up three. Knocks it down. Nice little possession there by Callaway, a 38% three-point shooter.
Now we mentioned the
Millinghouse again. Spins out. Robinson. Gets it to a crashing Funchess.
once again, there's that little delayed break and poor transition by the defense by the Cows there.
Callaway all over Millinghouse. Wilson rolls to the basket. Can't get that one to fall, but will get two chances at the line.
Yeah, Wilson catches it in that high post area, and he's a matchup nightmare because he's got that strength and the size to take even a little bit of a smaller guy all the way to the rim. And he draws two fouls.
59% at the line. Right now the lead is 17 for Frederick. Make it 18. 41.9 left before halftime. Wilson knocks down the second. He gets them both. And it's 66-47, 19 points. Robinson gets a screen from Callaway. Goes against Linton. Pass was tipped. Good ball movement. Millinghouse, the finish.
Nice outlet pass and fast break there. And Millinghouse, that fearlessness just attacks the rim, and three ball by the Breakers there.
Interesting choice there. They could have ran it all the way out, but they went for some transition. And then they commit a foul. So they're creating a 2-for-1 by shooting that shot and then fouling Frederick and hoping that Amir Harris didn't bring his free throw shooting to the gym tonight. Not sure what his history is at the line. It's his first game. That one off the mark.
That would probably look like maybe the first shot he's taken.
I think in that flurry of putbacks on one of those possessions earlier, I think he had maybe one shot during all of that. But I could be wrong. Knocks down the second.
But once again, he's played about 8 minutes, and he really does give the Cows another dimension defensively.
Three ball. Couldn't see, there were too many people in the way.
Made it. Yeah.
He made it. All right. So that was made by Standback. From the wing, a big three there. Obviously, any bit you can chip into that lead before halftime, Tim.
Right, now, we said that, it's still a 15-point lead, but it was a 22-point lead just a little, 30 seconds or so ago. So to cut it down to 15, give Jersey credit. We talked about that timeout, but they did come out with much more fight after that. And then this is a juncture in the game where the Cows haven't been such a good second half team. So we'll see how that plays out as we go into the second half.
Well, before we throw it to break, let's watch the putting challenge, Tim. Let's watch the putting challenge. We got a putting challenge.
Oh, okay. I see.
Let's watch this before we go to break.
I had to talk to my man there about the mattress races today.
What's the scuttle?
I don't know. I mean, they act like they never had them before or something. They looked at me like I was crazy, like we never had the mattress races.
Oh! Look at that! A full court putt, Tim.
McElroy
Man, last week we had a shot from the balcony. Today we have a 94-foot putt.
There's so many more reasons to tune in than the basketball, I'm telling you.
Cows put on a great show all the time, and hey, it helps when the fans are talented enough to pull it off, too. So there you go. Hopefully that can give the Cows maybe even some more momentum heading into the second half. At 69-53, we'll head to the half and be back.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Welcome back. We're underway here in the second half. Cows up 16. They led by as many as, I believe, 23 in the first half. Quick turnover. Chris Smith.
Real critical part of the game right now, Jeff. Any coach will tell you the beginning of the game, the end of the half, and the end of quarters especially, but start of the second half, critical part of the game for both teams really. Cows two turnovers to start the second half. Breaks haven't been able to take advantage yet, though.
And not what you want to see after we're talking about a critical juncture in the game and two quick turnovers. Robinson. Get it down low to Liba. Jump hook, no good. Makai Grant, outlet to Alani Moore.
That was a good set play by the Breaks. Got it to the Liba, averaging 18 a game, but they came up short with the little jump hook.
A.J. Wilson finishes at the other end. The Cows in the first half shot 55%, both overall and from three-point range. They hit 11 threes in the first half. Chris Smith. Robinson lets it fly. No good.
Good look there. Here comes Quentin Scott attacking.
Skip pass, Shadell. A.J. Wilson baseline kick out. Pump, spin, kick to Q, 7 on the shot clock. He lets it fly, no good, can't get the roll. Rebound, Jersey Shore. Chris Smith, guarded by Scott. He's got to pick if he wants it, he does. Pick and pop to Liba, no good. Quentin Scott. Alani Moore now. Gets it back to Q. Across to Shadell, he'll let it fly. No good. Second chance. Offensive rebounding, a big part of the first half for Frederick. They get another one early here and get another one. Shadell, he'll head to the free throw line.
Good aggressiveness. I tell you, Jeff, the impressive part of the Cows so far in this game for me has been the play of their inside guys. They have been really battling and going after shots, much more aggressive. And I think that is something that Coach Preet has done a pretty good job of addressing maybe in this time between games.
Shadell at the line, knocks that one down. And he gets one more and knocks it down. He's lifted Frederick to 6 out of 7 at the line in this one. They did not shoot a free throw in the first quarter. Once they started getting there in the second period and now into the third, they've knocked them down. Smith, step back, too strong. Shadell got the rebound. Looking to push, his pass is tipped by Smith. Frederick retains possession, but it'll slow things down. The lead right now at 20, 73-53.
Nice job by the Breaks to hustle back and stop that little bit of a delayed break there.
Hugh to Alani. Long three. No good. Offensive rebound by Wilson. Gets it to Shadell. He skips across the lane.
Oh,
that
man.
one tipped. Third chance. Makai Grant. No good. Fourth chance for Frederick. They'll get it after the rebound goes out of bounds.
I tell you what, I like when these guys, I learned a lot from these guys as far as terminology, and a lot of the players today call it grinding, and that's what these big guys are doing inside. They are working.
Frederick swings it around off the inbound, under 10 to shoot. Moore puts it on the floor. Pull up, knocks it down. Frederick's on the board in the second half.
I tell you, the Cows look so much more comfortable offensively when they move the ball quickly from side to side. They seem to get just much better shots, easier shots.
Simmons hands it off to Smith. Under 10 to shoot. Robinson, the screen from Liba. 2 to shoot. Will they get it off? They don't. Funchess gets caught with the hot potato.
So another good defensive possession there by the Cows. And once again, if we look at this lineup on the floor for the Cows, you kind of got a combination of quickness at the guard spot so they can harass the dribblers. But you got some really quick athletic guys with size with A.J. Wilson, Mackay, and Quentin Scott.
A.J. misses the turnaround jumper, rebounded off the defensive glass. We got Smith on the move into the paint. Flips it to Funchess. Funchess falls back. Can't make it. And now Chris Smith will draw a foul and go to the line.
Now, if we can evaluate for a moment, Jeff, if you and I can look at this, and we're looking at this group on the floor right now, this is probably the most athletic lineup the Cows put on the floor. I'm not taking anything away from anyone else, but this is a pretty athletic group of guys. And defensively, when we see them lock in, they can cause a lot of problems.
For sure, and you think about a couple of these guys didn't start the year with Frederick. A.J. Wilson came over after his season in Australia ended, and Shadell Millinghouse is in his 3rd week here. I think he joined 1 or 2 games after A.J. did. And they've worked their way into the starting lineup, and like you've said, it's made the team a lot more athletic. And we saw what the bench can do now, that you have these other guys who can let other guys have a roll off the bench like DeAndre Johnson and Mustafa Traore.
And I think if we're being honest, like at this level of basketball, I think it might take guys a little bit longer to get in really top physical shape.
Millinghouse. He's up to 16, was off to a little bit of a slow start and really heated up towards the end of the 2nd period. Robinson, no good. Moore.
Well, Robinson, nice looking guard, isn't he? I mean, he's quick, strong. He gets off the floor pretty good.
Played in the NBA Summer League.
Grant. And that's what we're talking about, athleticism right there.
Well, we get another look at it. Q got into the paint and left it for Grant. Grant just a little bit of a hesitation to let things clear out a little bit, and then a very athletic move there by Mackay. It's 80-55 with 7:23 to go. We'll take the timeout with the teams.
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns, plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
Welcome back to Woodsboro Bank Arena here at Hood College. You see the Cowbells wrapping up their performance for tonight. Not wrapping up their performance is Frederick, 80-55, a 25-point lead. I think their biggest of the game. And Tim, we've been talking about how they've added some guys. They're more athletic now. Looking at the stats during that timeout, Tim, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys already in double figures with 7:24 left in the third. So not only do they have a big lead, it hasn't just been one or two guys. It's been a team-wide effort. And one of those 5 guys in double figures is not named Quentin Scott. He's got 7.
I tell you what, these offensive stats are really off the charts, Jeff. You know, they're shooting, got 80 points already, 51% from the field, shooting 12 of 25 from 3, 85% at the line. But, you know, the stat that stands out to me, and we've been talking about it, especially in that quarter, was 15 offensive rebounds. So, like I said, I've been giving a lot of credit to the bigs tonight because they have come to play. And I hope this is a trend we see going forward.
Liba, lefty jump hook. And Tim, back to your point, you know, for sure, we've watched some games where Frederick's been on the receiving end of offensive rebounding like that. Tonight they've closed out on the breaks for the most part, limiting second chance opportunities, and they've had a lot of their own, like we've said. Zion, late whistle there. He might head to the free throw line.
And then offensively, I see a spark of playing fast, both on, you know, in transition, but even in the half-court sets. You know, they're making, especially in this half, quick decisions, putting the ball on the floor and going hard.
Foul there, I believe, on Liba, his first, but it was on the floor. It was during the rebound. No free throws. 10 to shoot. At the elbow, Mustafa, pull up. Money, rattles it home.
And you can just kind of see the Cow's body language here this evening.
Liba spins, fades, misses. Shadell tracks it down. Yeah, Tim, you know, sometimes you just need a night for it to go right, and the confidence comes back. More. No good. Liba. We hope this is maybe what tonight's game should and keep trending in this direction can be for Frederick. Robinson across, punches down low.
But once again, let's play 4 quarters like this, right? I mean, you don't even have to show me that you can beat them by 40. You just got to be consistent, playing good basketball.
Well, they lost track of Alani Moore on that possession, and he says, you know what, I'll shoot it myself. Knocks it home. 2 more. It's 84-59. Lead back up to 25. Jersey Shore swinging it around. Robinson lob down low. But Frederick tipped it right back to him. Almost a steal. Chris Smith, no good. And that ball tipped out of bounds by Jersey Shore. It'll be Frederick basketball. Amir Harris is going to replace Alani Moore in the lineup.
And the thing I like about our bigs also, Jeff, is just, you know, the difference in size with them. When you put Amir Harris on there, it just makes a difference in how this team can attack you defensively.
Millinghouse kick out. 3 ball. Money. DeAndre Johnson stays hot.
And see, Shadell there played with force, right? He dribbled hard to the basket, knowing that he had his teammate number 22 there, Johnson, trailing him.
That one looked like Traore got a piece of it from behind. It was Liba with the shot. Shadell will just swing it. Harris puts it on the floor. Finds his way to the paint, gets stripped. And we have a whistle.
Yeah, Harris got in there a little bit too A little bit too out of control there. That's where he's got to, get a little bit more under control so that he can stop on 2 feet and make a play for one of his teammates there.
Well, Tim, we have a 22 in the game, and I took my headset off to see what Mike Nadonley, our PA announcer, said, and none of us know who 22 is. Of course, he knocks one down immediately. He's the player to...
What's his name?
Yeah. Trying to get word on who that is. Shadell, the ref was wide open. He was going to pop that one, but unfortunately, he's not playing tonight.
That was Brendan Marioni.
Brendan, okay. I believe sometimes he wears 34 for them, so tonight he's wearing 22.
Or is it Mariani?
Strong finish. Mariani with an A.
Okay, I'm sorry. Nonetheless, he came in the game and knocked one down.
It was his first appearance of the night. And then a really tough finish there by Saintel. Finished through one of the Frederick defenders and drew the foul from him. And he heads to the charity stripe where he's a 52% free throw shooter this season. Tonight he has not shot any. We may have an issue there because 22 may have been in the book as 34.
Not in the book.
He's probably in his 34, but if it's the same rule as college, it's a technical foul.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah. Well, we can have it wrong on here, but if they correct it in the book pregame, they're still fine. But
sure.
The book would be at the other end.
Yeah, they think we're the...
And so they're talking right now to our bookkeeper. But I pull this right from what the league has, and so he was 34 in the league. It's automated. I don't even type it in. I can't make a typo.
Hey, man, you ain't got to make excuses to me.
I just feel bad when there's a clerical error like that.
I think this is the very first time we've had that. Yeah, right.
That one knocked it down. I don't think they ended up assessing anything there. They just straightened it out, which is perfectly fine. DeAndre Johnson spins back. Really wants to take his man here. Gives it up to Zion. Pull up, fade away, good. And Zion's been a little quiet tonight. He's only got 7. It's been a really well-rounded team performance tonight.
Like we say, he's only got 7, but he had a big impact in a short amount of time. And once again, like some guys are on the floor longer than others, and but I think whatever that stat is, the plus-minus deal, Zion has to be way on that plus side.
Well, and they now have the luxury. Zion's been nursing a little bit of an injury, and so they have the luxury to not have to tax him with big minutes like maybe they were a couple of weeks ago.
Now here's 2 possessions in a row by the Cows. Amir there in the previous one with DeAndre Johnson just overhandling the basketball. We saw quite a few possessions where they're getting great shots when the ball just gets moved.
Yeah, it's a great way to sort of stagnate your offense sometimes.
Right, if you can take the ball hard at the basket and make a play for yourself or your teammate, go ahead and do that. If you can't, pass it.
Ball got tipped into the backcourt, but it was out of bounds off of Jersey Shore. Frederick turnover immediately, and the throwdown by Ja'Kai Simmons. Ja'Kai averages 19 per game, but he'll just now be getting into double figures with 11.
DeAndre wanting that ball down there.
That one popped out. Shadell tipped it, but Mariani gets it. Treadwell. has a screen from Funchess. And then there was a hole. Zion held his man off of that pick and roll. You saw the arm extend. You're not going to get away with that. Off the inbounds, 15 to shoot. Treadwell trying to back down Quentin Scott. Cross-court pass somehow finds its mark to Seintel. Off the mark, Zion Smith clears the rebound.
And then when the big guys do their job blocking out, those guards like Zion, athletic, can come in there and pick up some defensive rebounds for you.
Shadell baseline, there's a shot off the mark. Treadwell waits for his man, was trying to find Simmons, and the ball is out of bounds.
It was hard to tell from this angle who that ball went off of, but officials worked together, got it right. I gotta say, the officiating has been excellent here this evening.
This crew's done a great job, and you know, there haven't been a lot of fouls, but they haven't been calling it real loose. I mean, I do think the two teams have also been doing a good job of not fouling each other. Quentin Scott, a little bit off tonight with his shot, but he's also working back from an injury. Missed 5 games in a row earlier this season, and there's a long three by Ja'Kai Simmons.
Yeah, Ja'Kai from long distance there stepped into a 3-ball off of the delayed break and gets them to within 20.
Loose ball tipped, and it's Seintel behind the back. Fancy to Funchess, and Funchess will have a chance at the 3-point play.
Good delivery by Junior Santel, a little behind the back action. He catches number 1. Funchess reversed to the other side, using the rim to protect himself, and with the traditional 3-point play opportunity here.
Timeout on the floor with 1:02 left. We're going to take it with him. We'll be back.
Or should we start first?
Some of the power.
And we're back here at Woodsboro Bank Arena in Frederick, Maryland. 89-72. Jersey Shore's got it down to 17, and they're going to have a free throw. They can get this down to 16. Frederick's led by as many as, I believe, 25 in this one.
Yeah, and Jersey Shore, you know, they're just not going away, not taking anything away from the Cows. They're playing pretty well tonight. But, Jersey Shore is still kind of hanging around. We're almost to the fourth quarter, but they got to, they're going to have it's going to have to be a little bit more urgency here.
And I think Funchess now has a little bit of blood on his jersey somewhere. Everybody, you look at the other 9 guys, they're all like, is it me? Am I bleeding somewhere? But Funchess right now, that's our delay, as he's trying to get the blood off of his jersey. He's down with the medical staff. Tim, one stat that's really jumping off the page to me right now, rebounding. Frederick 49-24 on the glass, the advantage. They've got them more than doubled up.
Right, and we just mentioned that too, and 16 on the offensive end, leads to those second chance points. And the other thing that's real impressive is 21 assists for the team this evening. So once again, great balance on offense. It's nice to see. Like, I gotta be honest, I think there's been just a ramp up in the intensity all the way around, but I think in particular among their bigs.
Well, we're still waiting for Funchess. Funchess was on the breaks last year. He's out of Jersey City, New Jersey, played his college ball at Monroe Junior College, then transferred to Division I Hampton. In addition to Jersey Shore, he's also played for the Lehigh Valley Legends, who I believe are a defunct TBL team. And they're going to have to sub somebody in for him. They just can't get that off. Unfortunate to a degree because they're wearing their white uniforms, so they're really going to have to get that clean. You're wearing a darker uniform, it's not going to stand out so much.
See, if I was a general manager, I'd have figured that out, that we'd wear a uniform where the blood wouldn't show up so we wouldn't have to stop the game.
Tim, I once, when I worked in college athletics, tried to talk a cross-country coach out of white jerseys because I reminded them that when it's muddy, all they're going to do is kick mud all up and down their back. And I was unsuccessful, and they had polka dot uniforms after the first year.
Just makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, don't have a limitless budget for laundry detergent to get those things clean, and so I will say their whites look sharp. I do like Jersey Shore's white uniforms, but the only downside is when something like that happens, you got to get every little minuscule piece of it, and they're going to have to switch Funchess. They had an extra jersey. He'll come back in as 4. And Tim, I think maybe a couple of years ago, did we see a game where the team didn't have an extra jersey, and so then the guy couldn't come back in?
I don't recall that.
That's in my head somewhere in my travels. I saw that one time, and I feel like it could have been like one of the teams that showed up at the last minute.
You were mentioning that problem with the white jerseys and the mud on the jerseys. Do you think they have the same problem at Alabama in football? Do you think
they have a limitless budget for?
Do they worry about that? You think
they might just sell them after every game and buy new ones?
Yeah, they're probably worth $500,000 to a player.
And that's Funchess. I almost called him Desmond Jackson. It took me 30 seconds to forget the guy changed his jersey.
So after we get a 5-minute delay, we got some basketball going on, and it's down to a 16-point game. Is that right?
Yep. Turnover there. Back the other way. Here comes Seintel. He loses it.
That's off. Right.
And it'll be Frederick basketball.
Went off of his knee. Good strip.
Well, sometimes, obviously you don't want to see that delay like we had. That's going to be frustrating for Funchess and the rest of Jersey Shore. But Frederick's been on fire most of the game. You had them just standing around doing nothing. That could actually help Jersey Shore a little bit. Q lets it fly. Money.
Good in rhythm 3. That's what the kind of shots the Cows need to get. Like a couple passes, and we get a wide open shot. Good pass by Mustafa. Mustafa is really one of the post players on his team that does a good job getting other guys shots.
Simmons leaves it for Funchess. He'll spin back to the middle. At the buzzer, gets the roll. And that'll make it 92-75 here at the end of the third period. As Funchess gets himself to a dozen points, we'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter.
I'm Dr. Amir Rashidian, a chiropractor, a fellow with the American Institute of Stress, with not just one, but 2 convenient locations and a team of highly specialized doctors. Our team at Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers is equipped with the knowledge and expertise to address a wide range of conditions, whether it's chronic back pain, neck pain, headaches, or stress-related ailments.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic Centers, where compassion meets expertise and your well-being comes first. Call us today and start your journey to a pain-free, stress-free life.
Flying cows stay cool under pressure. At Stoltz, we do too. We design and manufacture precision cooling solutions that keep data centers running. Everything from AI to data in the cloud, all around the world. Headquartered right here in Frederick, we have over 500 employees who make us proud to be called one of the best places to work. As a leader in the data center industry, we're growing fast, and we want you on our team. Join the Stoltz team today to be a part of something bigger. Scan the QR code to apply.
And we're back. Gene Frankel firing up the crowd here with some more cowbell. The home game tradition here at Woodsboro Bank Arena, the barn, home of the Flying Cows.
So going into this fourth quarter, Jeff, we want to see the Cows certainly have that sense of urgency about them, about wanting to put this game away. Once again, end of the half, Jersey scored a basket, got it down to 15 at that time. Still, the lead is below 20. And like you and I have seen enough basketball to know that getting that three ball going and any kind of little lapses, and a team can get right back in the game. So I think Coach Dan Preet got to be in there preaching to his guys, letting them be aware of that.
Yeah, don't let your foot off the gas. Keep the pedal down and play through these last 12 minutes. Not to be lost in this shuffle, they are doing this tonight without Javon Adams, last year's co-MVP. He remains out of the lineup. And Zach Thomas, I'm going to guess it's his back again. He's had a balky back. Say that 3 times fast. For the last couple of weeks, and he's been in and out of the lineup, and unfortunately tonight it's one of the nights where he's out. And he was not declared active this week, so he's out Sunday as well. I don't know if you could call all this load management, Tim. Steal there by Alani Moore.
They tried to post Alani up there, but Alani with the quick hands. I tell you, Alani is a guy that the other teams probably look to take advantage of defensively with his size. But certainly, man, he's a great help defender.
Gets off a 3 there, off the mark, and it's rebounded by Treadwell. Loose ball there in the corner. Mackay had it briefly, had it stripped away again, and it will be Frederick basketball. Frederick will get a fresh 24. Inbound there, lob over Mariani to Alani Moore. And they really have Mariani come way out on these ball handlers for Frederick most of the time. Q gets it over to the corner. Ron Scott fade away. That one hits off the top of the backboard and got nervous for a second there, Tim. I've been in this gym enough to know there is one little spot where you can get it stuck on the back of the backboard.
But once again, that possession, Jeff, we look at that, and I'm probably being hypercritical here, but they held on to the ball, didn't move it.
Mariani finds his man down low. It's Seintel.
I'll tell you, Mariani has come in the game and given the Jersey Shore, the Jersey Shore breaks a big lift. Made a 3, couple good passes. He's really giving it up out there defensively as he tried to take the charge there.
Shadell lets it fly.
But good find there. Shadell wide open, had too much time to line up that 3 ball.
And that might put Shadell over 20 points. I think he's got 21 after hitting that 3-pointer. So he keeps his string of 20-point games alive since joining the Cows. Baseline good there by number 13, Stanback.
Yeah, Stanback with a great baseline drive, a little hesitation move thrown in there, and good finish.
Alani Moore over to DeAndre Johnson. He lets it fly. That one's off the mark. 5 threes tonight for DeAndre. Stanback scored the last trip down.
I got Alani Moore on the reach there. I tell you, good help though by Alani. Just kind of got his hand stuck in the cookie jar. And
9:18 to go. It's a 16-point lead. There's a foul on the floor, so inbounding in front of Frederick's bench. Here's Treadwell.
nice D by
Hugh gets
Quinn
it.
Scott.
He's off to the races. Throw down.
Woo! I tell you what, that's a backbreaker there for Jersey Shore because they were just starting to kind of get their intensity, climb back in a little bit, but a big turnover there.
Stand back, pump, drive, kick. Treadwell drives. Nice hesitation there. He kind of hung in the air.
Oh.
Moore, Scott, lay it.
And when Quentin Scott gets out into the front court like that, that's where he's at his best.
Well, it's superhero night, and he was flying like Superman the last time down. I thought we might get another one.
And an easy assist by Alani Moore there.
Well, timeout on the floor. Why don't we take it too?
This is not just cheese, or butter, or whipped cream, or even dairy-free shreds. It's every food's BFF. It's what takes mac and cheese over the top, makes a burger cha-ching, and your veggies sing. This is not just our portfolio. It's why we get out of bed. Comfort on a plate in every language. What smiles are made of. This is not just a logo. It's us showing up, bringing our A game, playing for fun, playing to win. This is not just an apron. This is us giving our all and then some for each other, our neighbors, our partners, our planet. This isn't just a dairy processing plant. This is where the magic happens, where nature becomes nurture, and we carefully tend to our resources. And we are not just a company. We are can-doers and pursuers of better, bringing delight to omnivores, flexitarians, and vegetarians everywhere. More than that, we are a promise, a way of life, family, home. Saputo. Together, we bring good to the table.
Where should we start first?
Summon the power.
Let's face it, highways are boring. Leave the traffic behind and go for a drive on Maryland's scenic byways in Frederick County. They'll take you where you want to go and make the journey just as memorable. Every turn invites you to slow down and discover something new. From captivating history to irresistible flavors to vibrant downtowns. Plan your trip today and take the road that tells a story.
Welcome back. We've got 8:44 left in this one, and it's been mostly Cows. They currently lead by 20. Jersey Shore, it's kind of the tide going in and out, Tim. They kind of cut it to 16, and then Frederick extends it back out over 20.
That was great. That was great. But you're right, Jeff. That's a good analogy. They've played well in some increments and dial up their intensity, but then they just can't keep it up. You know that. But if we look at both these teams, they're both very athletic, and it's kind of ironic that their records are pretty close to one another.
We're going to have a T there, stand
we got
back.
a little dust up here.
And Q is standing there with his arms up and stand back, two-hand, a little bit of a shove. So we're going to – I can't imagine we don't get some call out of that just because it was right in front of the official. They're sending the players to their benches. I think they're going to discuss this one.
Competition, man. See how the officials –
stand back this.
So it looks like we got a T on each player.
And so technical on each player.
A personal foul on 13, I believe that was. Yeah, 13. And Frederick gets the ball.
Shadell takes the handoff. They tried a little pick and roll there with Mackay. Defended well by Jersey Shore. Q, pull up three. Short. Rebound. Simmons.
Jersey Shore didn't even defend that screen because Q came off there wide open.
Simmons leans into Amir Harris.
Yeah, that was a good call. Amir moved his feet very, very well, but just kind of got his hips up into him as he went to the basket. But I got to say, Jeff, Amir appears to be moving really well. I mean, he doesn't really show any effect of a injury to me in terms of just his athleticism.
I know I was talking to our PA announcer, Mike Nadonley, the other night, and he said he had talked to Coach Preet about Amir, and Coach Preet just raves about how good a player Amir can be if he gets healthy.
Kind of haven't seen him do any kind of thing offensively so far in this game, so kind of remains to be seen how long it will take before he gets his kind of offensive skills back.
Another foul. 7:23.
That was a timeout call.
Okay, 30-second timeout.
Yep.
Thought maybe with a player hitting the deck, that was the whistle, but prevent a turnover kind of timeout called there. We'll stick here since it's just a 30-second timeout. And Tim, you know, we've talked a little bit about the well-balanced scoring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys now in double figures for Frederick, led by Millinghouse.
Yeah, that just shows you the kind of balances Cal team has, and I think this is so far, you know, wire to wire, probably been the best effort that we have seen the Cows play live anyway, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely quite some time. The best performance we've seen. And all year, Frederick has played better here. They do have a winning record at home. It's been the road that's really killed them. They're winless on the road. They're going to have to solve those road woes.
A couple weeks ago, you know, they had the Capital Seahawks that finished that half. They were up 14 points at halftime. You know, just a great performance for that half. And but then just could not sustain it into the second half. And it's good because right now this is, you know, good time in the schedule because now
Grant down low. Turnover.
I'm sorry. You have Baltimore Rhythm coming in on Sunday.
Liba gets the roll.
So a team that's beat us 3 times. So, you know, it's going to be we leave here Sunday night, we're going to have a good report card on the Cows.
Narrowly avoid a turnover there. Somehow that pass found its target in Shadell Millinghouse. 10 to shoot, step back, let it fly. No good. Amir. Some offensive game there for you, Tim. It was the putback, but that's part of that offensive game. Find that spot on the far block and get that nice bounce off a miss.
And once again, I'll go back to conditioning. You know, as the season's gone on, maybe this is at that point where they're starting to get in really good game shape and can extend a high level of play through the longer period of time.
Zion Smith and Mustafa Traore back into the game. AJ will inbound, floats it into Millinghouse. He's quickly guarded by Robinson. Calls for a screen, gets it, pick and roll to Mustafa. Kick to the corner, Zion. 3. Make it 7 players in double figures.
Yeah, and Zion has played really quality basketball. And he really, what, Jeff, you think he's got 15 minutes in the game? I don't think so.
Barely if he does, and there's a hoop in the harm to Shadell. Got another look at that. You see he kind of just hesitates a little bit. Almost had a little bit of a baby screen there from Traore.
And once again, Shadell, one thing I like in his game today that I thought he, the first few games, that he turned the ball over quite a bit. Now he is a player that's going to turn the ball over. But, he has to limit that, but playing with much more force in this game.
Yeah, that first game he played, he had 6. And in the second game, there's a turnover. Hugh, Mustafa, Shadell, Mustafa, layup, points.
And that's what we're talking about, Shadell right there. Putting the ball on the floor, going to the hole, aggressive, then making a play off the dribble.
Chris Smith, nifty little finish. But in Shadell's second game, he had another high-scoring contest, and when Coach Preet came over to talk to us after the game, I think that might have been the game you missed, Tim, I mentioned about Shadell, and he scored 20 however many points.
Yes,
and the first thing Coach Preet said was, how many turnovers did he have? And I went, only one tonight, Coach. And he's like, all right, then we're good.
Yeah, I saw that piece when y'all were doing. I watched the game, and I got a kick out of that as well, because that was his second game. And he in his first game, and it was his first game. I think he might have had 6 turnovers that game.
Yeah,
I believe but he was just getting in the fold that night. But he's just a guy that plays all out, and he's going to make some turnovers. But he's got to limit them.
Well, and it looked like he was playing in some one-on-one type of league or competition before Frederick got him, so he was probably also a little rusty having to play with other guys.
Oh, yeah, and playing in a full-court game, exactly.
Yeah, and he didn't have to worry about making a good pass or making the right pass. He just had to worry about shaking his man and finishing.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something. You see this official right in front of you?
Yes.
Him and I work out at the same gym.
Okay.
And, it's kind of remarkable how we got similar physiques, wouldn't you say?
Well, I was going to ask you, I figured he's asking you for tips. What? Gym buddy thing? You guys haven't been talking or catching up on anything,
That's my guy there, man.
Yeah. Number 30. Does he come to the gym dressed like an official?
No.
Okay. No. All right.
He'd get kicked out.
Yeah. Just blowing the whistle on people if they don't wipe the machine down properly. Technical foul. Didn't wipe the machine down. 2 shots and the ball.
Put some weight on the bar, Abercrombie.
You're going to have to tell him to get some more time on the treadmill.
Now
AJ.
Drake's going to break out some full court pressure now. See how the Cows handle the pressure. Look to probably trap across half court or some kind of different look. Try to get a turnover.
Zion gets through, but Callaway
Boy, a lot
just
of
keeps coming
contact.
back for more. Ball on the floor. Quentin Scott, nice finish.
And it's always great when you can make a pass out of a double team and give it to Quentin Scott with some open space.
The lob by Chris Smith, too tall for Liba. Needed some vintage Vince Carter to sky up high enough for that one, maybe. It was a pretty high lob. Shadell around the screen. Tried to leave it for AJ. Pass gets picked off right after we praise how he hadn't been turning the ball over.
Boy,
Chris Smith.
Cows were late to that defensive rebound there.
Yeah, we definitely announcer jinxed Shadell there by talking about the turnovers. Q. Nice little hesitation under move. Simmons gets it to Callaway. Smith lets it fly from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound almost for Liba. Loose ball, Zion, end to end, coast to coast. Lead swells back to 23.
And I gotta think when we were watching this Cal team play, this is kind of what the vision of how he wanted this team to play when he got them at the beginning of training camp. But it's really taken the time to get there. But like I said, we're only at the halfway mark of the season. So you want to be playing your best basketball in the last half rather than the first half.
Shadell missed that three. Ja'Kai Simmons again? No. Oh, couldn't get the bounce. He's gotten hot here in the fourth quarter. He's up to 25 now for Jersey Shore. And we're going to have Callaway with a little bit of a bump there. We have a buzzer there to let Alani Moore back into the game. We'll get a rest for Zion Smith. And I kind of thought Shadell was walking over to the bench, but I think he was just trying to fake out his defender and hope they'd leave him.
Now, Jeff, it seems to me that the Cows in this second half have gone with this lineup for a while. Don't you? Does it seem to you to be that way?
Yeah, a variation of this. They have Mustafa out there right now, but sometimes they've had Mekhi Grant in that spot. But it's basically the starting five, maybe minus Grant with Mustafa added in.
Nice job by those two players there. They had a hard play at the rim, and they kept their heads, didn't exaggerate the situation. Cows up 30? What are they up now?
20.
20, I'm sorry.
21.
21. So it's kind of been that game, Jeff, that they've played this game between, low 20s to 15-point spread most of the game. And I honestly want to, I think it's been a solid performance by them. This Jersey Breaks team, they got a talented roster.
Ja'Kai Simmons again.
This team beat the Baltimore Rhythm. So, we know this team is capable.
Yeah, they're deep. They've played a lot of guys tonight. Mariani, who you just saw defending there, hit a three as soon as he came into the game.
They got it in the hands of the right guy.
Wilson draws a call. Maybe, or a turnover. Turnover.
See, and these are the type things in game situations that you don't want to see them turn the ball over against in a 2-point game. Like, just those little type things. Let's clean them up. Let's be really great.
Kai Simmons again off the back iron. No good.
Nice job by Mustafa going after that rebound.
He gets fouled there by Mariani. So that'll be a shooting foul. Jersey Shore over the limit. Traore will head to the free throw line. He's 93% on the season. His 15th point of the evening, which gives Frederick 4 players with at least 15.
And I'll tell you, Mustafa's been, it's kind of been a quiet game for him, but he's just been really, really consistent. Rebounded well. He's played great defense.
Callaway finds his way to the basket. He'll draw the and one call. Another look at that.
And he's gotten consistent as far as, finding his teammates off of double teams in the low post and just IQ plays like that.
16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists for Mustafa, 7 of 8 shooting. Free throw off the mark. Alani Moore gets the rebound. 1:21 to go in the game. The clock is Frederick's best friend right now. Frederick likes the clock more than they like cowbell right now. Q throws one up. Doesn't matter. 1 minute left. Callaway guarded by Moore. Stealed almost by Mustafa, the tip, and there is a steal. Quentin Scott. And Tim, we've talked about Shadell lets it fly. It's money. But Tim, we've talked about finish the game, and I think that possession with a 20-point lead there displays just that. They didn't let up here with a minute to go. They kept playing tough defense. They didn't get the first steal, stayed with it, got the next one.
Yeah, that because, and what's real important about that, Jeff, is mentality. Just getting that mentality and getting your confidence back. Like I said, this is a huge weekend for the Cows with Baltimore coming in, who they haven't beaten, and Baltimore's up there this evening going against the Capital Seahawks. They're calling that the Battle of the Beltway.
Battle of the Beltway.
So that's it'd be interesting to see what we got going on up in Baltimore at Goucher College this evening. Can you find that for us, Jeff?
It looks. Need to find today. What's the date today, Tim?
Today's the 24th.
24th. That shot off the mark. It was Capital 122, Baltimore 103.
122, 103, you said?
Yes, yeah.
Seahawks won?
Seahawks won. They remain undefeated.
Wow.
Picking up a good win tonight here in Frederick. The Cows 121, Jersey Shore 101.
We're going to interview Coach. I'm sorry.
We'll probably be joined, I would assume, momentarily here by Coach Preet. Look at a couple of stats while let's thank our sponsors while we wait. We'd like to take a moment to thank all the sponsors who help us make Flying Cows basketball possible. Saputo, Plumondon Hospitality, Visit Frederick, Woodsboro Bank, Holistic Health Associates, 24/7 Dance Studio, Warren Psychotherapy, Fourth Dimension, they're tonight's sponsor of the game. Also the Frederick Office of Economic Development, Yellow Springs Dental, Thrivent, Warehouse Cinemas, Roy Rogers, Allied Milk, Rowan Digital, and Stolls. Check out a couple of stats, like a was going to do a minute ago here. Ja'Kai Simmons, the high scorer tonight with 30 in the losing effort. He really kind of kept it going down the stretch, finishes with 30 points, game high. Also 8 rebounds for Shadell Millinghouse, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. So we'll be joined here momentarily by Coach Preet on the post game. And Coach, another home victory over Jersey Shore, the only team we hadn't seen yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, we had some really good spurts where I thought we played really well at times on the defensive end and did some really good things tonight. I thought our turnovers kind of led to some more of their points in our defense tonight, which is good and bad, right?
Coach, you mentioned the good defense, but I thought in particular your bigs were really engaged tonight in the defensive game plan.
Yeah, I thought Stoff, Mackay, AJ, and Dre all did a really good job with their with our game plan, and I was happy for all 4 of them. And I thought we also did a good job of keeping a lot of shots alive with those guys. So I was happy for them.
And Coach, and Jeff and I talked about this. At this kind of a professional league, I think maybe conditioning takes a little bit longer, but it looks like your guys are kind of making a lot of headway in terms of conditioning, because the energy level was just pretty incredible on both ends, I thought.
I think Shadell brings a lot of that, where he demands it as a floor general and, gets them to fight through some things at times, which, early we didn't really have that kind of driving force behind the ball. And I think those are the little things you don't see, is his voice, is, him whispering in someone's ear to kind of keep them to get over the hump on those things. So his addition's been great.
And I'll say this too, when you came here to be the coach, I think this is the type of game that you envisioned your team playing.
Yeah, we're getting there. And we still got to continue to get healthy. And then we also have to start to put together a streak of our own, right, where our game Sunday is bigger than today, because we have a chance to win 2 in a row, and that's got to be the focus of these guys, where we can start putting that streak together on the strong side rather than the weak side.
Yeah, exactly. And another guy I want to talk about, because, guys coming and going, injuries, et cetera, Amir Harris, boy, he adds another dimension defensively for you.
He needs some time to get acclimated to it, but yeah, it was nice to see him out there. Amir and I go way back, it's, obviously it's going to take a little time for him to get game ready, but I thought he did some really good things out there. He's so active hands-wise, and I think the little things will start to come, being secure with the basketball a little bit better, and having that, attack mode again, where he gets to the rim. I thought he was a little bit unselfish, where he should have been a little more selfish on a couple drives, but I think that's just a little bit of the fact that he hasn't played yet.
Right, and I thought we said that too. Defensively, he was moving well. It just looks like his offense is a little timing and things will take a little while, but boy, his athleticism is incredible.
Yeah, and I also thought Q tonight, in that second half, when they made a couple little runs, he kind of sparked us with a couple dunks, with some steals, and I thought he was very engaged in that little run there, and I was happy for Q.
Coach, we talked about the bigs before. The rebounding numbers tonight. Frederick had 62 to 33, the edge on the boards tonight. Just talk a little bit more about that, 20 on the offensive glass.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's 2 games in a row. I think, we've out-rebounded our opponent, and it's been a little bit of a focus in practices. And so, it's got to be taking away second possessions of the other team, and that's been a real team focus during the times we do get a chance to practice.
In the second quarter, we kind of really took off. You made some subs and went to the bench, and that second unit, DeAndre Johnson, heated up there, and Zion Smith got him the ball there at the end of the one quarter for a buzzer beater as well. Talk a little bit about the energy the bench gave you in the first half to make that run.
I thought, having two floor spacers out there at the same time is a hard thing to guard, and that's what we imagined with Dre and Zion out there, and hopefully we can get Zach back and have that three-headed monster with that type of floor space, because I think that gives our bigs a little bit better chance to post. I think it gives Shadell and Alani more room to work because there's more space. So, but I was happy to see both of them shooting the ball well, and especially Zion after being out for, I don't know, was it 2 games? I guess it was. Maybe 3, I don't even remember. But it was nice to see him active again.
Well, Coach, I don't want to keep you any longer. I know you want to get in there and talk to the guys because we've got another one coming up quick on Sunday. Congrats on the win, and we'll see you Sunday.
Thanks, guys.
Well, on behalf of Tim Abercrombie, I'm Jeff Goin. Thanks to the entire SFBN crew. Go Cows. We'll see you Sunday.